No, no, no.
The first carry for the shifty Tariq Cohen. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding.
Ready. 21, check my 21. Watch the pass. Here we go. 3. Check 52.
Now Lewis, operating from the gun. And he completes it to Cohen. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Throwing is Lewis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. They'll run for the first time with Tariq Cohen. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. They run. This is Cohen. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement. And off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. It's like, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
No, that's you, partner. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Jackson back into his end zone. That's complete to his running back, Connor. And able to get a little more breathing room out to the 5-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain. And all of a sudden here, it's third down.
Here we go. 70 ending. 66.
From the gun, it's Jackson. But it's brought in by Washington. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. On 1st and 10 is Connor. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. And what they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Rush in. Check safety.
They'll run with the NC State man. It's Jalen Samuels. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. Third and 2. Here's Jackson. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And 21 yards there as they convert on third.
Let's make these babies cry.
On first down, it's Samuels. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson, and he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Let's go. 61. Match block. 53.
Here's Connor, and the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
53 is the mic. All you get is a headache. Check 3.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
The run hasn't worked the last couple of plays. Now it's 3rd and 14.
Watch the end. Mike 51. Check. Right here.
Jackson from the shotgun. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the magnitude of this game, everybody knows it. The fans, obviously the players and coaches, there's just within the palpable buzz right now. They know they control their own destiny.
Win and you're in. And I think every player wants that. I think every coach wants that. I haven't been in an organization yet that wants to be in a game where they have to rely on other teams to get them to their goals. In this situation, it's very cut and dry. Win and you're in the playoffs. That's their mission, that's their challenge, and you know they've chosen to accept it.
And what they told us is this has been the most focused week of practice we've had all year. You wouldn't expect any different.
Yeah, and you know, at the beginning of the season, you have multiple goals. They just have one now, win the game.
He's going to wind up and air it out. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. In for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Here we go. You go take.
On first down, Cohen. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Tariq Cohen with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And now he's going to use his legs. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On second down, it's Connor, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to face a third down. From the gun, Jackson. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
Let's pin the mirrors back. 44, Mike.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. He'll get that one complete to Connor. It's a gain of 7, and it'll bring up a second down. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
At the 47-yard line.
Here's Jackson to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kenny Clark racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Brings up third down.
Too little, Cap. 44 is the mic. 44 is Mike. Check. I got him. Tighten up.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. Third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
Here comes Cohen. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Lewis off the play fake. And that's complete to Adams. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At
On second down now, it's Connor. That second down run a big help as 7 yards leaves them with just a 3rd and 3 now.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the 1st down as well. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now with shotgun handoff to Cohen. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
He's brought down by John Davis. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at their 48-yard line.
Here's Lewis, looking to throw on 2nd down. Over the middle, complete. It's Clayton. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 32-yard line.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half. They come out here in the I. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. This is Cohen. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Now the Steelers use the 1st of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. They'll run forward with Tariq Cohen. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Tariq Cohen with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Packers are able to... The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. '29-yard line.
Let's go!
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra that extra emphasis on it got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty. Now Jackson. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And all the way down to the 12. A big play there just before halftime. 43 yards.
That's another Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Safety's creeping. Watch out.
From the gun, Jackson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Jackson going to throw again. This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And the kick by Elliott is good. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. A give running right is Connor. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
On 2nd down, it's Connor. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Shit. Watch the safety creep. SOS.
They'll try and run for it with Connor, and he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 50.
They'll run on first down. Connor. And he's taken down inside the 30. That good for 19 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. The Steelers now in the nickel here on third down. Operating from the gun, Lewis. He's going to rifle one deep left, and he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 29. They're holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half. Those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time, because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Check.
Right back to Connor here on first. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up, because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. They need to get this to the 24 on third down.
Push him back. Shit.
44. Here's Jackson. From the gun, he'll throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball.
Toss play, counter. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. The first-round pick, Jair Alexander, making the tackle.
Brings up second and 10 at the Packers' 22-yard line.
Throwing on second down. Jackson, blitz coming, and down he goes. Zadarius Smith has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to fourth down.
Brings up fourth down.
1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The kick by Elliott is good. And with that, they will move ahead by 2 here in the fourth. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to go deep for Funchess, and he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, second and 10. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Now they'll run it with Cohen. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Brings up third down.
They try again with Cohen, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
It's now fourth down.
Let's get it.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. They'll try and run for it, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on first and 10. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
That's good for a Steelers first down.
Number 53, Mike 53.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Let's go. Come on. Check, check, check. Heads here.
On first and 10, it's Jackson. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. James Washington with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes this a 9-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it 6 points. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Say hello to Eric Kendricks. He gets the sack there.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. T.J. Watt, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Check nine, check nine.
To throw is Lewis. Operating from the gun. Room past the 20. Hunter Henry brings it in. As he'll take this up to the 22-yard line. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be fourth down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Lewis. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Back to throw now on second and 10. It's caught here by Adams. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
24-yard gain on the play.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. We know that the rookie's going to go to a top target like that often. That time, though, maybe a little telegraphed.
And that's not unusual because you do tend to lock in on one of your better players, and when under duress, when in doubt, you're going to throw the ball in his direction because oftentimes you could be wrong, but that receiver will make you right. But it won't happen every time. Good defenders know this, and they get attracted to the football.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Rush in, rush in, rush in.
39-yard line.
They'll run here with counter. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11.
Watch twits. 44 is the mic. 44 is the mic.
This is counter running right. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. 3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. Throwing now is Jackson. Screen pass to Connor. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. On the return is Cohen. $12 yards on the return that time. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
2nd and 4. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half.